Hope everyone is good. I'm curious about what movie you guys watched yesterday. I saw Binyam's thankful for who got shot. Um, Somebody shot somebody. That Inspector Danladi shot Prince Aderopo in the neck. Was this a Nigerian movie or where was this? Where was the movie from? Which movie did you guys end up watching yesterday?
Yeah, it was a Nigerian. Good morning, first. uh, it was a Nigerian movie.
Yeah.
It's called October 1st.
Okay.
And it was an awesome movie.
I've only ever watched one Nollywood movie in my life on a Kenya Airways flight, and I have to say it wasn't. It didn't make the flight go faster, so maybe I didn't pick the right one. Um, Anyhow, okay, welcome to a new week, guys. Welcome to the last 2 weeks. So a couple of announcements. So first up is that the leaderboard needs to be updated, and so that's on our plate. We're late. Apologies for that. Jean's running with that. He'll provide an update today. So what we've decided is that the week 10 is going to be the last leaderboard. So results from week 10 after that, what happens in week 11 and 12, we're going to handle separately. Um, yeah, so that's that update will be coming soon. It's going to close after week 10. Um, I mean, as part of this, so we're starting to prepare what happens next in terms of getting feedback. One of the ideas that we had is one of the challenges is that it becomes pretty difficult towards the end um, to make a really big difference because some people have been really doing super solid from the start, and so we've been thinking about different ways. For example, to have a challenged leaderboard for the week in addition to the overall leaderboard so that there's more individual feedback, and while we have the badges, just ways to recognize performance in different ways. While the leaderboard is not that important, but just to provide more and more feedback. So that's something to watch, but just be aware that after week 10, the leaderboard won't be updated any further. Idris is going to have his normal session tonight. We also have another guest talk from Rawia. It's currently scheduled for 1 hour after Idris' session starts. We're going to try and push that back to an hour and a half. Depends a little bit on Rawia's time. She has I think her child, she just about a year ago, I think. So the baby's relatively young. So I don't know what her time looks like, but we will try and push that back. But Rawia was one of our 2017 graduates from Mauritius, and she came to Germany on a short-term contract to work doing solar work as a project manager, and she's taken that and extended that, and she's still here, which is great. So she's been one of our. She's done really well. Otherwise, new challenge, which is exciting. So the new challenge will be, yeah, I mean, you guys have all seen what's there. Groups are assigned. I wrote this in Slack, and just to emphasize that it's not we've, although the data was real and the situations or the scenarios were realistic, they were not real. That's a slight difference. In this case, it is real. Tolu, who's going to talk at noon Rwanda time, she has a real need. The discussion that Yevabel, Tolu, and I had was around, she really has a question, and this is a very typical use case, I think, where there's a sense and there's the wish to get some sort of, to figure out what the data looks like. What does the data say? Is the sense backed up in real life? And so it's an exciting project. What will come out of it, it really depends. But yeah, Tolu is super. We've known her for a long time. And I would take this as a really good opportunity to, as groups, to take it as a real project, to try and get as far as you can to come up with real results. We are also going to change the way this is not, we're no longer in sort of tutoring mode. We're there to support. So you have each group's assigned a technical, I won't say technical lead because you guys are each leading the project. I listed myself as engagement lead because I would say we don't want 30 people to be writing to Tolu, so we'll maintain direct contact with her. But you have the support. If you have a question, reach out to Yababel, to Jean, to Osman, to me. But take it as you guys are running a project. We are, let's say, your managers, and then we have a client that we need to work with. So each of you is running the project. We are there to support you if you have questions, if you don't know, if you want to talk through an approach. That's how you should be. That's how you should be approaching this. So I hope that makes sense. Just to summarize, each of you have groups. This is a real challenge. Tolu is going to be talking to you about that. take the opportunity to do as well as you can, because we think that real stuff will come out of that. And Tolu is just somebody who's good to know. She's extremely well connected. Last point to answer Ilkaro's question. Week 13, there will be no challenge. Our plan is to try and get people on that we want to get people. The challenge is, can we get every person on this platform to earn at least, every 10 Academy learner who is interested to earn at least $1. So that's whether that's a challenge or not. And I was really excited to see that one of your colleagues, who can identify him or herself if he or she wants to, started doing an Upwork task, which was paid in a real work on the weekend, which is exciting. So I'm going to hand over to, I don't know, Yevabel looks different today. I don't know what's changed. I don't know if it's the hair, or did he shave, or something's different. But Yevabel, over to you.
I was talking while I was muted. No, it's I shaved, probably that's why people tell me that I'm young now. Like, so it's whenever I want to feel young, I will shave and then change age.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it's interesting this week for many reasons. But also you're gonna have, I'm still battling with AWS just to try to ensure that when you get in, when I populate everybody's home directory, that you will not, like, I don't have to come back and say like, okay, please change this IP.IP. So I want to make sure that you will, I mean, you will have a stable system where the hope, so just I will, the hope is that there will be at least, so there can be more, but depending on the cost, there will be at least one per group, one cluster or one node, which has 64 gigabyte RAM and 16 cores, so which allows you to do whatever you want. So most importantly, that you will be able to just write a Python script, submit it, and go to sleep, right? So you don't have to wait. So that's the kind of the hope. There will be a Jupyter notebook, just like Colab thing, and you will just basically be able to run or post process. But you know, it's yeah. So, and then hopefully, if you require GPUs, for example, that really is convincing. And the good thing about AWS, we can just, you know, get one cluster for that. So just push us, and if you really convince us, I think it's kind of possible, the setup that we're having. And data-wise, it's, you know, Twitter, you know it, most of you know it. So try to understand the problem. And I think after, especially in the afternoon, like at noon, that you will hear what is the you know, the point of the, like, at least from which angle Tolu want to use this thing. And that means identifying keywords becomes an issue, and how you're going to collect the tweets is going to be an important criteria, because how are you going to filter it? Is it going to be by users? Probably it's, so just use your own imagination and your own creativity to try to find relevant tweets. And don't download like 100,000 first. Just download few, maybe even just use the like the browser to search and understand tweets for the keywords you have. And then once you identify, you can just then go and collect. Because each of you can download about 100,000 per day, if you're looping over some users, then that means you can at least download some about 6,000, 600,000 kind of tweets, which is really a reasonable number, right? And the data that you can put it and collaborate in AWS S3. So that's what we are gonna, you know, I will just go through that. So it basically means, like, you know, everything is unspecified, undetermined, and it really depends on each point's decisions. So we're gonna decide, like, okay, we have that, we have this need, and we try to provide that need. And if not, you know, we kind of just try to find a way, right? So you are now in the front seat, you are the tutor, you are the whatever. So it's basically just, you know, we're trying to deliver something that a client wants. And we don't know also how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Probably you will do it better than me, because you probably have more focus because of, you know, setting up the system and all that, right? So yeah, that's what I am gonna say. And I think whatever we have been doing in the project, I will not use real and not real thing. It was real. It was really identical that you're gonna do today. The only difference is that that in I mean, unlike medical case, if you don't provide anything, nothing happens, right? So that's, if you consider it not real means that, then this is also not real. But the other ones, we kind of provide a detailed kind of workflow. So what you need to try. This time we don't. You have to read the papers, write down your own workflow. That's only, I would say, difference between this one and the things that you did. So just keep just surprise us. I think that's, or surprise the client, or like in that case, if it's like in a company, try to get the company in a good light. So if you do well, then we're gonna be really happy, and then the name will be, for you and for us. So that's what I would like to say. I think I took so much time, but wanted to put it all.
I'm laughing at it though, and so if one day we show up on this talk and we agree on something, you're on the wrong channel. You're on the wrong call. So I just to reiterate, I think that the way I would look at real is that there's actually, it could lead to a publication. It could lead to a new research direction. And so I think maybe taking what Abel said and building on that if nothing happens, it's true, nothing will happen, but there's the opportunity to turn this into something real. Because I think that Tolu wants to use this and her collaborators, so I think there's that opportunity there as well. I mean, just I'm gonna pretend like, because I don't fully understand. So we're saying that all the groups now have access to AWS resources, and so there's no more now people's RAM and their own laptops and the sort of challenges that people have had in using their own systems is falling away, and they can hit the AWS systems as hard as they want. Is that true?
It is more or less.
Okay.
If someone is trying to hit it with, like, I don't know, completely out of the cost that we can provide, of course not. But okay, I think they can really push us to a limit where they could use. And the most important thing is that, for me, that you can submit a task and then just sleep, right? So basically means use a screen. I have been saying many times, use a screen, write it your Python thing to download, for example, something, put it there and sleep, right? Or it means just do something else in your computer, read the paper. So it's kind of, that is the you could have done it in Google Colab, right? But Google Colab doesn't persist. Google Colab doesn't last longer if you leave it. This one will persist. So it's kind of, and that has also, if you want to use Dask, whatever we want, if you need more computation, you have. So I think, yeah, it's like for all practical purposes, that is the case. And in Adludio, where we work, this is exactly the same. For 5 people, this is exactly the same type of computing we need. So we didn't need much more than that for all practical purposes. So
cool. This is exciting. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, who's up first? This is our last, we only have 10 stand-ups left. So who's up first? Who's going to beat Lowell nominating Lowell? Binyam's innovation. Lowell wrote to Binyam to ask Binyam to nominate Lowell.
Well, that wasn't the plan, dude. Hello everyone, hope you can hear me. So it's quite exciting, the challenge for this week. I was able to go through the beginning part of the project yesterday night. I mean, what I just did was I went through Tolu's profile, I checked her page on Wikipedia, which I was really impressed, and I'm really glad I'm part of this. And then I went to something she does that Aaron shared with me. I checked the website very well so that I understand what she does, so that I can relate to her during the meeting today. And unfortunately, as surprising as it sounds, I've not been able to go through the whole project very well. But immediately after the meeting, that's my plan so that I can follow through. And based on what I've seen on the Slack channel, it's going to be for the next 2 weeks. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm trying my best to push ahead and, well, deploy the best solution. So we are working in a team. I'm really glad it's a teamwork. It's going to cover some of my places I'm not good at. It's an opportunity to learn. So I'm excited about it. Thank you very much. I'm nominating Biniam. Thank you. We should be the second person after me.
All right, do we follow Lowell's live nomination? That's another way to approach it. I don't know. Whoever unmutes first, Bessie or Binyam?
Okay, I'll go. Yeah, so good morning, everyone. So I'm really excited about this week. What really excites me is I have no idea how we're going to do this, but I know if we can do this, we can also do our own research or our own projects easily. So I'm looking forward to learn a lot of things from this. This is like a full-fledged project. So I saw that we're also getting a project management training this afternoon. So that's really excited. So yeah, I can't wait.
All right, cool. Bessie?
Bessie said she is not able to
She's not.
talk. Yeah.
Okay. Then we have Sigmund.
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Since we are about to end everything, just help you with the right pronunciation of my name. So it's Shegun, it's like not like Shegun. Yeah. So yeah. So for the week, I'm pretty excited. So like Liam said, I really have no idea what we're supposed to do. But it's more of Patrick because he said in the group to go on and read the articles and let's come on we start pretty early. So I'm really looking forward to create work on something real this time. So like we'll put in much more effort and even try to bring out better results. So I'm really excited.
Okay. I think I only caught 20% of what you said, but it sounds like you're happy with how things are going. Claire?
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So last week was a very good week for me. In as much as it was challenging, I was able to learn a lot of things that I could not have learned on my own. So I'm grateful for everyone that I reached out to that helped me when I was stuck. For this week's challenge, I've just gone through the key paper this morning. It's a very interesting subject, and I'm looking forward to work with the team that I've been assigned. That's all.
All right, thank you. Nahum? Nahum, are you there? Okay, then we have, it seems like Nahum is drunk. Anastasia?
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Okay, so last week for me, it started a bit rough, but after doing the database, I found that it's something. Okay, I was kind of good in database. I enjoyed working with database, and this week I've not yet gone through this week's challenge. I was a little busy this morning, but that's my plan from now to just sit down and go through the challenge. I'm looking forward to a very successful good weeks and as part of my last 2 weeks in the program. Yeah.
All right, Ada? Ada, are you there? She'll type, okay. Busayo?
Good morning, everyone. I'm just checking out how to create the SSH key on and getting Putty installed. I think I'm starting from there. I've never been able to check out the challenge for this week.
Okay. All right, Natanan?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Last week was kind of challenging due to I had some power issues and connectivity issues, but regarding the challenge, this was an eye-opener in terms of building an interactive and lively dashboard. I also learned on how to build on choosing the right data and building the right model. So I had better understanding on those things, and I'm also excited for this week's challenge. Thank you.
All right, Nabil.
Hey guys, good morning.
Morning.
Last week was great. Yeah, I met a lot of people. I made a lot of friends. I work with them. Yeah, and I also missed the movie nights. I hope there is another movie night. Can we do that, please? Yeah, next week looks exciting. I'm with him and work with them. Yeah, thanks.
All right, Wamuyu. Is Wamuyu here? Okay, if not Wamuyu.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, go
Yes.
ahead.
I'm sorry. So just getting to check out the project for this week. Last week's project had me resetting my computer, so I lost a couple of things and spent the weekend trying to recover that. So I'm looking forward to the week. Just going through the paper now. Yeah, and looking forward to the information session at 1. Yeah.
All right, Stephanie. Stephanie. Okay, we'll go to Rahel.
Hi,
Good morning.
Yeah, so last week was really great. I had to work with some friends. We actually had to work even after the submission. To just catch up the things we missed. And yeah, I have no idea about this week's challenge. I was busy with some other stuff. So I actually had to run to attend this stand-up because I don't want to watch it tonight after I recorded. Yeah, so the good thing is it's on groups, and I will reach out for information from them. Yeah, so thank you.
All right, thanks, Victoria.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So I am really looking forward to this week's challenge. I have read Dr. Tolu's profile, and I am really super excited to meet her and work on this project with her too. I'm looking forward to the info session and to working in groups to this week.
Are you looking forward to the AMA too?
Yeah, I think Charlene is back online, so we're ready for the AMA. Charlene has 27 questions queued up, ready to go. Yokora?
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, last week was actually fine for me because I've been looking for a way to actually add SQL to my skill set. And last week actually enabled me to actually add SQL to my skill set. And also, I was able to meet a lot of persons like Nahum, I think Ada too, and Lawa, Shego, and also about this week challenge. I'm actually excited. I actually reached out to Lawa about research. I think Lawa is into research writing and all those stuff. So I reached out to him to actually guide me on research writing and the rest. And also, I'm actually excited to look forward to Dr. Tolu's session. I actually went through her profile, and to be honest, like she's actually loaded, and I believe she will actually deliver something today. Thank you very much.
Great. Muluwek?
Hello, everyone.
Morning.
To be honest, I didn't do much last week. I was sick, but I feel better now. And I would like to thank everyone who wished me to recover soon. And I'm better now. And in the morning, I have tried to see the challenge, this week's challenge, and it's kind of new. It has no a workflow how we would do it. It's kind of a really challenge, and it's nice. So far, so good. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Radio Kenya, Combo?
Good morning, everyone.
There it is.
So, last week was a learning week for me, and also in extension, I met some friends, and also I thank Ten Academy and the Lekura for the opportunity, the linking with Data Camp resources. Thank you so much. Yeah, so this week I'm looking forward to working in a team, and I'm starting to feel the loneliness I will be after this, the end of this training. Yeah.
I mean, a side note, now that I have this picture that I found, he's Googling angry Oga. I somehow want to use this on all my Slack pictures. So I don't know how to explain it to people. I showed it to my kids and they couldn't understand why I use this guy with the glasses. It's such a lovely picture. I have no idea who this guy is. If anyone can tell me who he is, please DM me. Anastasia, I think, already went. Did she already go? Yeah, she already went. Jeanette?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm grateful for reaching this last week's program. I'm happy to have you all, and I'm looking forward to working with my group to achieve the client's wish. Yeah, today I'm having a talk with my donut partner, Ada, and I'm also happy for that. Yeah, thank you very much. Have a nice week.
Thank you. Abu Bakr?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Last week was great. I learned a lot, and I'm open to continue learning this week too. I'm excited about the project. I have no idea what to do, but I believe with the team and the resources, I'll be able to achieve the tasks. Thank you.
TJ Sunimi?
Okay, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
All right. Okay. So good morning. Well, it's been a while. I liked last week, and I just want to on what Viniam said, that if we can go through this week challenge, then we can go through it. We can face anything. So I'm looking forward to this week's challenge, and I'm happy that it's going to be in team. We're going to be grouped in a team. And I also want to thank everyone that reached out to me last week, because I was having so much challenge. Thank Yababel and David, Elvis, and Lekura, everyone who helped me. I'm very grateful, and I'm looking forward to learning again this week. And I'm going to miss the program. It's coming to an end, but it's fine. Thank you so much.
All right. Patrick? Okay, Patrick just wrote. Any last contributions? Maybe Emmanuel? Emmanuel's nobody nominated Emmanuel. I'm going to nominate Emmanuel. Oshua Lole. Emmanuel. Stephanie's back. Stephanie? You were nominated before. You dropped off. Stephanie, can you hear us? Do you want to go? Chill time. Okay. I guess last call before we go to the AMA. Rofia? Rofia, can you hear us? She seems to be offline. I think we covered most people. There's still a few that we didn't get. It's cool to see so many people online. Ken?
Hi everyone. Good morning.
Morning, Ken.
Last week was good for me. I'm looking forward to this week and working in a team. I think that's all.
Okay. All right. Prosper, over to you.
Good morning. I hope you can hear me, please.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I'm so happy to be in this week with you all, and thankful to all who showed up yesterday for our first movie night and last week's activities. Thanks for making time as always. We're happy to have Victoria for our AMA today. Victoria.
Hi everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, Victoria. You're smiling and looking awesome this morning. What's your secret?
I traveled to another state from Lagos, so that's my secret.
Oh, okay, nice, awesome. So we're diving right into it. Who is Victoria?
Okay. Victoria is a young lady that is trying to just find her way in the world currently.
Tell me more.
You would. Oh my goodness. What did you say? Did you say anything?
I said, tell us more.
Okay. So I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria. I have lived in two places in Lagos. They're mostly on the outskirts. I lived in Maxwell. Then I spent like 8 years of my life there. Then I moved to Korodu, where we currently live now. I am the first child. I am the only female. Yes, I'm the only girl child, and I'm the first. So that means I do a lot of big sister duties, morning chores, cook for the family. Basically, yeah, that's just it.
Okay, what fondest memories do you have growing up?
Fondest memories. Okay. Okay, so I remember this one time that so growing up I used to live with I'll be laughing. I used to live with my cousins were living with us. So they were older than me. So I remember when I was like 3 or 4 or 5, I can't actually remember the age. But my cousin was making soup and I think I went to him and told him to give me out of the soup. And my mom had warned him not to give me or something. And I think he gave me, I licked the soup because I was trying to taste it. And and I think I went to tell my mom that, oh, okay, he gave me soup. Knew I was not supposed to tell her or something like that. And my mom now like rebuked him, and I felt bad, despite the fact that I was one that put him into trouble. But I felt bad. And I remember another time when so my mom retouched my hair. That is like she relaxed it with all these conditioners and all. So she told me to go and bring after relaxing. You're supposed to leave your hair. You're supposed to leave your hair, I think, like that for like a while. But I was young, and my mom said, "Oh, go bring something from the room." Then I saw our own relaxer. I'd used my own relaxer already. Then I saw our own relaxer. Then I took our relaxer and put it on my hair because I liked the smell. Then I took what she wanted me to take and I went back to the room and I said, oh, mommy, this is what you asked. She was not like, oh, she's smelling something that. Did I touch a relaxer? And now said I touched it. That day I got the beating of my life because I was not supposed to do that. I could have lost all my hair that day, but it was alright. Then how many siblings I have? I have one blood brother and one adopted brother actually, but they are both younger than me. One is 19, one is 17. Yes, that's as how many siblings I have. What do I love about Nigeria? Um, Honestly, the food. I think we have amazing delicacies around it. I've actually not gone around Nigeria to eat like a lot of foods, but definitely I think Nigeria has like good food. At least our Nigerian jollof is like a thing. If I had to papa, what would I change Nigeria? definitely the light situation. I believe if light electricity is stable, we'll be able to actually we'll be able to actually develop like a whole lot of other things if electricity is stable. Mm, what's the name of the last book I read, or what am I currently reading? The last book I read. Can't remember. I can't remember that. I can't remember. What impressions do you have when you meet people for the first time? Hmm. I'm usually if you worry this WARY. I'm really skeptical. I like to give people the benefit of doubt too, but I'm usually like extra cautious, so I don't just jump into friendships with people and all like that. But I'm usually extra cautious. Then, what is better in Ghana than in Nigeria? I think Ghana has lights, so definitely they are better than us in that regard. Then I think the educational system is better because, especially at tertiary education, because I know a lot of people that have left Nigeria to go and study in Ghana, and they talk about how better it is. Which other state did I travel to? Oh, Akure, Ondo State. I'm actually from Ondo State, so I came for a family function. Yes, so I'm going to be here like throughout the week. What sport do I like watching or play? Football. I love football. I'm a huge fan of football, especially the Premier League. I think that's the best league in the world. I also like La Liga. I think La Liga is cool. Real Madrid makes things more easier. I like Premier League. I love watching football. I use it to relax most of the time. Yeah, and yes, I use football to relax. I mean, I love Manchester City. Manchester City. Fine, we lost yesterday 5-2, but these things happen. There are games, you win some, you lose some. That's how it is. Um, who inspired you to study engineering? So my studying engineering is quite the story. So I'm one of those people that I just believe that anything you put your hand to, you can do it and you do it well. If you decide to put all the effort and if you decide to focus. So when I finished, when I was about to write jam, so we write jam when we're in SS3. That was like our last year of secondary school, and I was at the previously to that when I was in primary school. I'd always said I wanted to study accounting. I wanted to be an accountant. I wanted to work in a bank. Maybe because then they were the ones making all the money. So that's what I said then back then. But when I got to GS3, so GS3 you choose if you want to go to science class, commercial class, or arts class. I said that I wanted to go to commercial class because I wanted to study accounting so I could learn more about accounting and all. But well, okay, so my dad my dad actually studied engineering and he felt I could actually do it. So then it was like, oh, I don't need to go to commercial class to study in accounting because in universities you need to have the right subject combination and all that. So I think the only subject I needed then was accounting and was economics and any other four subjects, but I needed economics. So I could be in science class and actually do economics. So I went to science class and it was fun. I was like the smartest in the class. I did so well in science class and everybody wanted me. So people wanted me to become, I think one of my teachers wanted me to become a doctor. Some other teachers had like plans for me. Then so it was time to write jam, and I did not know what to pick honestly. I loved agriculture back then, and I loved economics. So I was like, oh, let me go and study agric economics. And my father looked at me and was like, what do you think you can do with that in Nigeria if you study agric economics? So that ended my agric economics dream. Then I decided. So when I got to the jam center, I did not even know what to pick. I was lost. So my father was like, oh, engineering is cool. Then I like the idea of the fact that, oh, that there will not be a lot of girls. It's just a few girls, and it's like to prove yourself or something. So I decided to do electrical engineering, and that's how I found myself in STEM. Yes, that story was long. How is? Oh my goodness. Mm, Actually, Nigerian music is actually the best in Africa. I wanted to say that so all of you will know. Nigerian music is the best. Thank you. What advice would I give to my younger self? To If I go back at myself 5 years, I think it is to take advantage of opportunities around me. So I joined this organization like 2 years back, ISEC, and no, 3 years back, and I never actually like gave him my all. Not actually give my all because trying to balance school and those organizations can be a thing. But I should have actually decided back then to actually take up roles or like be functional in the organization, but I didn't do that. And I don't think if I feel like it cost me like myself because if I had done that, I would have better discovered myself like previously. But because I didn't do that, it's fine. I'm discovering myself right now, but I feel like I would have discovered myself faster if I had involved myself basically in more organizations. So that was the advice I would give my younger self. My biggest fear in life is that I will not be able to live up to the expectations other people have of me. Is that my biggest fear in life? I think I'm outgrowing that fear. My biggest fear in life is that used to be my fear that I will never be able to live up to other people's expectations of me. But I'm outgrowing it now because I feel like you should be the one to set the expectations of yourself for yourself. So my biggest fear in life would be I don't have sorry. My role model. I do not have a role model. I do not have a role model, honestly. I have friends that I look up to and I like want to like be like them. Not as if I want to pattern my life how they do it, but like just I see something in them and I take it and I want to like be like them. Talent. I think I'm talentless. I cannot am I no, I think my smartness is a talent. Yeah, I think that's a talent. But I can't dance if that's what you're thinking. I can't sing if that's what you're thinking. What else can I not do again? I cook, but I don't think I have a talent in that. What is my best and most moments in school? Best moment in school was my best moment in school was I actually can't remember, but my worst moment in school was when I had an E or a course I actually thought I should have passed. I did not submit the right file. It was computer programming, and I did not upload the correct file to the server. So eventually, it was like they didn't see my result, and it could not be taken back because of I think the system and all. So I ended up having an E in that course. So that was like my saddest moment in school. What would I change if I had the grace to? That question is hard. If you are ingredients in jollof rice, which ingredient would that be? The pepper, definitely. The pepper, the sauce they used to make it, because that's what makes the whole thing taste well, red and all. So definitely, I want to be the sauce. Change in Africa. What was your worst subject in high school? I I liked all the subjects. I think it was for me. I think was it physics or chemistry? But I think I liked all the subjects. What is something you tell your 30-year-old self? Live your life. That's what I tell me. I'll tell my 30 years old self to live my life to the fullest, basically. I should not be afraid to take what I want and change what I want. So that's what I'll tell my 30-year-old self. How old am I? 21. I turned 21 last month. Was it last month? Yeah, 21 last month. What do you think about the most? Actually, better life. I'm one of those people that actually want to leave Nigeria, not leave Africa, definitely. Not because of I would definitely come back, but like to explore other cultures, basically. I feel like especially like a network. If those two are stable, I'll be fine. But like that's one of my biggest dreams is to find a way to live after my and what's the name of that thing? NYS, yes. So I think about it a lot. I think about plans I can put in motion to set it going. That's what I think about most of the time. Favorite three courses back in university. I'm still in university, by the way. I'm in my final year at the University of Lagos. Yes. So my favorite courses, electrical machines. I really liked the way the lecturer taught it. Like it sank in like from the first lecture. So definitely electrical machines. I loved electrical circuit theory because that was like my first introduction into the world of electrical engineering. And what was the last one? Yeah, computer programming because it kind of like puts me on a part of learning how to code. So what is JAM? Oh, Joint Admissions Matriculation Board. So JAM is like the body that ensures it helps you to. So basically, if you want to go to the university, you have to take JAM. It's an exam. It's a body, but the name of the exam we just call it JAM. They call them Joint Admission and Matriculations Board. So they help you to sort out your admission issues and all that. What will be the title of my memo? I actually thought about this question earlier in the year, and I said I was going to title it "The Perfect Daughter." Yes, that's what I said I was going to title it. The perfect daughter. Oh, nice to meet you, Bisayo. Yeah, fellow comrade. What do you look out for before choosing friends? Yeah, you have to be. I like funny people. I'm not like. I like people that are funny. I like people that are really funny. I like people that tell the truth. Basically, you have to, why would you tell the truth? I like people that tell the truth. I like people that are funny. I like people that have goals and want to achieve them and make every effort to achieve them. So definitely those three. What do you know you'll be remembered for? Putting a smile on people's faces. I want to be the person that anytime you come in contact with me, you always leave smiling. So definitely that. What joke would I tell my younger siblings to make me laugh? So we laugh a lot, but I'm trying to remember the last joke I told them that will make them laugh. Mm, can't remember, but we actually laugh a lot. Three of us, we laugh. What's your favorite meal to prepare? Yam and egg. I love yam and egg. That's the food that, yeah, that's like the only food I can cook well. So yam and egg. Like the pattern I fry my eggs is different from how every other person fries their eggs. So definitely yam and egg. How did I make it there? Um, speaking to- my best friend in one word, she's amazing. So my best friend, so on my birthday, my house is, as I said, my house is really far from like the center of Lagos. It takes about 3 4 hours to get there. And my best friend said that she was going to send delivery guy to bring me a birthday cake that she baked specially. So I sent her my address on my birthday, and she showed up on my doorstep with the cake and with food. Like she actually prepared like breakfast, and she baked cake. And she actually like she was like, "Oh, did you?" She just called me in the morning, like around 9 or 8, and she was like, "Oh, the delivery guy is outside of your gate. Can you come outside?" And I came outside and I saw her. I was screaming because she came out like from the other side of town. I'm very sure she said she left the house like past 6 in the morning so she could get there on time. So definitely she's just the best and she's amazing. What do you believe in? You have in God? I believe God is. I actually do believe in God. I believe that there's a person. No, there's a not a person. There's a force that like holds the world together. Like you just have to look up to the sky and look at everything around you. Just look at nature basically, and you have to believe that someone actually designed it. Then Amala or jollof rice. Jollof rice. I'm sorry to anybody that likes amala, but jollof rice, please. Jollof rice, definitely. What's your day-to-day activity like? I wake up at I wake up like today I woke up really early. I woke up 7. But on a normal day, I wake up 9 a.m. Depends on what time I sleep, but 9 a.m. most of the time. 9 a.m. Um, what do you think about feminism? Feminism is about equal rights, definitely, and I'm a firm believer in it. I believe we should. I believe everybody's equal. I believe in gender equality. That's like goal 5 of the SDG. Gender equality. So definitely feminism. I'm not like all these extremist social media feminists that don't like to listen to reason and all, but definitely I'm not okay. So I know Emmanuel's bring this question because what I said yesterday, but I believe cooking is a life skill everybody should have. So yes, that's my take up everything. Would you be willing to come share your journey with future batch of training? Yes, 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 yes. I am so grateful to the academy team, and I am going to be willing to give back to the community. What? Why do you laugh so much? Everybody needs laughter, so I'm trying to like, and I think it eases the tension between people. I can be like really serious when I want to be, but I believe laughter is the tension. Like, there's no need for us to always be keeping straight faces, basically. What contribution do you think Africa will make to the rest of the world? So currently, Africa's pool of talent is really, 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 really amazing. Like, we have people that do so much stuff, people that are trying to grow small businesses, that have business ideas, that have talent, that are capable. Basically, they are trading themselves despite all the odds stacked up against them. So I believe we have our talent pool to contribute to the whole wide world. Apart from also our talent, if we decide, apart from our government and all, we actually have like this power to become like number one trade in the whole world because we have natural resources. Like, take Nigeria for example. A lot of our natural resources are actually not that they are not mined, or they are illegally mined and they are sold. So it's like we don't really we don't utilize all our resources to our benefits. But I think our talent pool is like one of the one thing we can actually contribute to the whole wide world. Slap one and shoot one. Who would you slap or who would you shoot? Oh my god, Emmanuel and Patrick. I think I'll slap Emmanuel and shoot Patrick. Yes. Would you prefer to make your hair or cut it? I look ugly when I cut my hair, so I prefer to make my hair. Thank you. What's my number one motivation? Mm, like, is it person? Myself is my number one motivation. I think myself like Aaron or yeah, Babel. Aaron, yes. Who would you choose to sing at your next party? Bona Wizzy. This is like I'm not a Wizkid fan, but Bona and Mr. Easy. I love Mr. Easy. I actually love this first EP, the Lagos to London EP. Even up to today, I still like listening to it a lot. Well, I think I like Bona, so it's be Bona Boy definitely. Who was my game week captain? Danny Ings, yeah, Southampton Danny Ings. I didn't want to captain Aubameyang because they're playing Liverpool, and we all know how Liverpool can be. So Danny Ings definitely. Well, next week I'm selling when I'm buying Vardy. I'm done. Money or power? Money, please. Power, move. Money, please. Whiskey or David? Why is Mr. Easy do this? I know, right? Should I just put Bonner, Whiskey or David Tosha? Those are like our top 3 artists. How are you able to read with headset on? I don't know how I started it, but it has just been my thing like for a while now. I rather read with music on. I don't. Prosper, sorry, but June. I love his French accent. I just have to say it. Like, Prosper, sorry. I like you, Prosper, but it's, I just have to go to June because of his French accent as well. What don't you like about Aaron? Okay, I'm not going to say this. I think Aaron is really a nice person, and but sometimes Aaron, like, the jokes are not funny. Like, what is your favorite quote? The height by which great men kept was not attained by sudden flight, but while men slept, they told and forgotten the end. But it's just about making the extra effort, basically. That's just it. Bowed or dread? Dreads, please. How many points do you have this week? I checked it yesterday night, 24. But most of my players, I have Arsenal players, I have Liverpool players, so that's just my 24 sha. In a relationship, no, I'm single. Thank you. Germany or UK? The UK, please. I want to be watching Premier League matches every weekend. That's like my goal. To like be able to say on Saturday, oh, I'm buying ticket, I'm going to go and see Man City, or I'm going to go and see Man U. So definitely the UK. Sorry, I don't like Bundesliga like that. You love children so much. Yes, I love children. I am anti-Victoria to like a lot of people. So yes, definitely I love children. Chippy Duet, no. Arun, not your baba. What have I called? Aaron, I'm really sorry, but how do you transfer to data science? So with this whole lockdown thing, and I was at home. So my friend signed me up on Code Academy with my school address. So I got a 3 month scholarship for to like access their resources, and then I saw the career path there and I started it. I had always known Python. As my friends like to say, we've learned Python like 4 or 5 times between year 3 and year 5. I've learned Python like 4 or 5 times right now. So we always knew Python. So I felt like, oh, it's Python, right? So therefore I can do this. So I started it on Code Academy. So then I saw an academy on my class group chat. So someone sent us a WhatsApp broadcast message, and that was how I clicked it, and that's why I'm in data science currently. Yeah, I love football. Thank you. How do you think AI can change Nigeria? Artificial intelligence. Okay, so you guys know this data science Nigeria hackathon that's currently going on, the co-play Trump prediction. If you look at it, I like the fact that they related it to a business that is really like is something that is so it's easy among it's like really easy among our it's something we see like among our circles like retail marts, and they're trying to predict that okay, this customer is going to leave. If we're able to know all that, basically it will to help. That's for the business sector. It will actually help them to help us as a business, help the business definitely to know and to be able to understand how to utilize their resources properly. Yes, that's how it is. What do you like most about data science? I think I like the fact that we can predict something with it. That's what I like. The guys with beards or guys without beards? I'm not going to answer that question, but I think it's more about the physique than if the person has a good physique and he has beards. That's just the best. But that's that. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I don't know yet, but whatever it is, I know that I'll be okay there. That's just a down point. Do I like to have a pet? No. Extra responsibility. So thank you guys so much for attending my experiencing session. I'll hand over to Prosper now. Adi, I know you don't have beard, so
All right.
worry.
Okay, so it's been an interesting session, right? Victoria, thanks for allowing yourself to be on the hot seat today. I know in the following, in the days that will come, you also get to hear from others. Tomorrow we have a special guest, so he should prepare. He's one of Kenya's finest. So, David, we look forward.
Kenya's finest. Oh.
Yeah. We look forward to David's voice tomorrow. All right. Thanks, guys, for staying up and looking forward to our community activity later this morning. And then do participate in all the activities. We have guest talks as well. So all the best, guys.